Okay, so now we're going to talk about what is a function. So first rule of thumb that you really need to remember, a function, okay, has an input and an output, has input and output, okay? And then one of the first rules is that each input can only have one output. Each input has one output. Okay, now I'm going to use a diagram to kind of illustrate this example, but this is very important. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So we'll start with what is a function. And this can be 2, 3, 5. And then we put 1 in, we get 5 out. We put 2 in, we get 3. We put 3 in, we get 2. And one of the ways you can think of this as well, for example, if I'm thinking of my soccer games, in my first game, we scored 5 points. In my second game, we only scored 3. In the third game, we scored 2. Each of those games only has one score. Okay? You cannot, however, so I have games 1, 2, 3, and then I have scores 4, 7, 9. This is not a possibility. Okay? And the reason that this one is not a possibility, if you look, in game 1 right here, there were 4 points and 9 points. Wait, I thought you said that your total score was 4. Nope, it's 9. Oh, well, it was also 4. How do you have a score of 4 and 9 in one game? Unless you're adding them together, which would give us a total of 13, you can't. So input for 1 in this red one right here. So this input for 1 has an output of 4 and 9. Now remember, for it to be a function, each input can only have one output. On a test, for example, if you're doing a multiple choice test, you can't say it could be A or it could be C. You decide. No, you kind of have to make your own choice. So this one is not. This is a no function. No function, not a function. Okay? I know this part can be slightly more confusing. So let's try some other ones. So 2, 3, 5, and 4, 6, 8. So I put 2 in, I get this out. Okay. Okay. So I put 2 in and I get 6 out because we're following the line. I put 3 in and I get 4 out. I put 5 in. Uh-oh. I'm getting 6 and 8 out. That's not going to work. So this is not a function. No. This is not a function because 2 was fine. 2 had its own output, own single output. 3 had its own single output. 5, however, had 6 and 8, which is not going to work. Okay, so let's look at another one. 1, 2, 3 again. 4, 6, 7. So 1 goes to 6, 2 goes to 6, 3 goes to 7. So I put 1 in, I get 6 out. I put 2 in, I get 6 out. I put 3 in, I get 7 out. And that's okay because each of those inputs has only one output. So even though 1 and 2 were the same score, that is still a function. That is still perfectly legitimately allowed. So this is still a function. Okay, and we are going to continue with this a whole lot more, and we're going to look at this more so from the algebraic side as we continue. But for right now, this is kind of what you need to know in regards to what is a function. Okay, so see you guys in class tomorrow.